twin-engine Porsches, they're ace, aren't they? A near-perfect mix of speed, noise and handling. However, the Porsche's Boxster and Cayman is soon to be dropped in favour of an electrified future. I'm Alex Goy, you're watching Driven, and why do I feel like we're about to lose something special? Time to go back to the early 1990s when Porsche was in a little bit of a pickle. A 911 alone does not a sustainable car company make, and the 968 that was being sold alongside it wasn't really helping that much either. Porsche was in trouble, so it did what it does best: some engineering.
Over the years, Stuttgart has created some truly wonderful things and run them alongside each other. The 911 has always been a mainstay, but when the firm was thinking of ditching it, I know, right? It had a plethora of front-engined rear-drive cars to go with. By 1995, the last of those, the 968 and 928, was done, leaving Porsche with a hole to fill.
Enter stage left, the Boxster. Its engine was in the middle, its power went to the rear, and it's designed from the off to be a soft top, the first Porsche to be like that since the 914. It sat comfortably below the 911, but still offered the sort of thrills you'd expect from a manufacturer who'd won Le Mans more than anyone else, was the poster child for 80s excess, and was generally known for making excellent cars.
It was something new and more attainable for the likes of you and me. Bear in mind the world it was born into. The MX-5 was going great guns, as were myriad other small convertibles that offered fast, open-top thrills for all. The drivers were screaming out for cars like the Boxster.
Developed alongside the 996 generation 911, the original Boxster came with a 2.5-litre six-cylinder motor, as one would expect from a Porsche of the time, that delivered 201 horsepower and 181 pounds-feet. It was, off the bat, a hit. It had looks reminiscent of the Porsche 550 Spider. It had handling that, whisper it, was probably better than a 911, and modest enough power to exploit that, but not make the 911 look silly. Not a surprise people liked it, really.
It became Porsche's best-selling car, and with that list of ingredients, you can see why. Of course, over time it was upgraded in key areas until the mid-noughties, when the next generation car came along. It was of course more powerful, looked fresher, and moved the game on.
While it was a darling for many, there was a gap in the lineup. There was room for a coupe, so in the mid-noughties one appeared, the Cayman S. It was positioned a little bit above the Boxster, and for a little bit more money you got more power, but not so much that it embarrassed the 911, and a roof. It proved to be a good move for Porsche.
Some called it a Boxster with a roof, some, myself included, called it the car I've been waiting for. It was beautifully resolved and became a mainstay in an ever-growing Porsche lineup.
We've been Boxster heavy up to this point, but there is a reason for that, because without that original car, none of this would have happened. It just wouldn't have been a thing. No Cayman GTS, no Cayman GT4, GT4 RS, no Boxster Spider, no Boxster GTS, no Boxster RS Spider, not even those 2-litre 718s. They can't all be good. That original car though, that led to this, and this is awesome. 1, 4-litre motor. 2, loads and loads of power. Doesn't matter how much, it's how it uses it, how it puts it down on the road. It just feels solid and sturdy, and the way this thing handles, it's just phenomenal. The steering is so beautifully direct, and the power delivery, keep it in the middle of the rev range, and then you go, I want to be over there now. And it howls in the best possible way. Oh man, I love that noise. I miss it. If you spend time away from these things and then jump into something like it, it's just intoxicating. It's absolutely gorgeous. The whole thing just feels beautifully made and designed to be driven really, really hard. There's driving mode, so I can make it do a sport and it'll be angrier, a sport plus and it'll be angrier, or with the PDK fitted, like what I have here, you press a button on the wheel and it goes into like super angry ready mode for 20 seconds, so you can go, oh, what's this? Ooh, oh!
Here's the rub though. The Boxster and the Cayman aren't just footnotes. They weren't moments that just helped the company along. They were important.
Not just this one, nor the final ones to roll off the line, but all of the old ones. If you think of the original Boxster, Porsche made tens and tens of thousands of the things, and they're all over the world. Quick look on Auto Trader shows you can pick one up for about $3.5 grand. That's not much money for one of the cars that was described as almost the best thing since sliced bread, and with a Porsche shield on the nose. Also, playing the Auto Trader game, it is a bit dangerous because it shows just how attainable early Caymans are. Had Porsche not taken the plunge way back in the 90s and made the little mid-engine car that could, would Porsche still be around today, or would old 911s be collector's items worth millions and millions and, oh, well, never mind about that. But a legacy that started in 1996 is about to change. But if Porsche can make the electrified version even a little bit like it, attainable, engaging and just about-ish affordable, it'll be onto a winner.